Fine. So you are aware of this thing that this is VMware Workstation, and I believe you know how to install one new operating system into this. If you have given some ISO file, so you must be able to install or set up one new operating system. And if you don't know, then also I will tell you about that. On left hand side, you can see Cassandra, Cloudera, Cent, CentOS, SA, Hadoop, VIM Tech. So all these are different virtual machines I have created. Now let us choose one of them. Let's say I choose this VIM Tech machine. This is a new machine I have created. So I have allocated 4 GB of RAM, one processor, hard disk 20 GB. This much I have allocated. So let us power on this virtual machine. Okay, and you should be familiar with this VMware Workstation also. These are different tabs, so these are just help us to this tab help us to get the details of all the VMs. If you just want to increase the size of the screen, you can click on it, that will go off. This is another tab. It will show the VMs which are active, which are the active tabs here. So only one active tab is there. Now if I will click on, let's say, Cassandra, so I have Cassandra as well, the second active tab. So this basically shows below whatever active tabs are there. So I can close both of them, close this as well. And this is full screen. So it will take us to the full screen mode. And then here we have this pin. If you click on it, these tabs will be visible. And if you will click it back again, that whole bar will go upside. Okay, so let us come back. So now this is my virtual machine. And here you can see that this is basically one user, and the username is VITMTech, and there is one option not listed. So if you click on not listed, then you can log in using the root user. So username we have to give is root, and the password is VIM, sorry, VITMTECH. So that is the password for this machine. So now we are doing login as root user. Root user has got the maximum privileges. If we log in by root user, that means it's a big responsibility, because if you change some script and the change is not uh, if the change is not desirable or change is not proper, then that change will apply to all your users, and globally it will apply, and that may corrupt or that may result in unwanted behavior of the system. So therefore root user should be taken care of very carefully basically. Now here I have this sign, double computer sign. So the network connection is off here, so I can just click on it and make it on. So this is how this network connection, I am able to make it on. And now I will right click and I have an option here, open in terminal. I click on it and this is my terminal. Few basic Linux commands we should know. So few basic commands I will just show and demonstrate before taking to the Hadoop's part.
Recorded, right?
Yes, you are saying something?
Yes, sir. This will be recorded.
Yes, this is recorded. Yes. Fine. So this is where we can just explore few commands. Now I can start with cd, that is change directory. So if I want to start exploring the Linux directories, so I can start with cd slash. Slash is the topmost directory we have. pwd is present working directory. So my present working directory is slash. ls is list command. So inside slash directory, I have so many files and folders. If I want, I can get inside any of the folders by typing cd and the folder name. So let's say I type cd space root. So I'll get inside root. Now if I will do pwd, then you will see that I am inside root. So pwd tells me that yes, I have come into root folder. Again, I'm going back. So either I can type cd slash or I can type cd dot dot. Cd dot dot takes me one step back or to the parent directory. So again, I have come to slash. Inside slash, we have seen that these many directories are present, and out of these directories, if you see, we have etc, we have home, we have opt, we have root, we have usr, we have var. So these are few directories which will be very commonly used. So let's quickly explore them, because once we will use them, then we will get more familiar with those things. So let's say first go to slash etc. So inside etc, we will find so many folders. So these are the folders of different, you can say, utilities or different softwares. So a lot of folders are there. So some processes are there or some utilities are there. So these are the folders basically of them, and they contain the configurations. So most of the folders contain the configurations of the particular packages which are installed. Now going back cd dot dot, then next we can explore the home directory. So cd home directory tells us about the users of Linux. So this
Sir,
particular, yes.
sir, can we write only like cd space home only? Why are we writing that slash?
Okay, slash is a separator. So I did not write it; it automatically came. So basically, it represents that it is a directory. If it is a file, then you will never find that slash automatically comes in. So whenever I type something, I press tab. So pressing the tab actually completes the name of the file or directory. So if it is a directory, so by default that slash comes. You got it. So that is a kind of identifier or differentiator which will give you an idea immediately that this is a folder, this is not a file. So that automatically comes when I press tab, but for a file it will not come. So inside home, now you can see only one user is there, vim tech. So as soon as we did login, so that time also we had one user tab and vim tech was written, and then I clicked on uh, not listed. So if, yeah, so then basically it came up with a username and password. So home directory, whatever user you will create, they will also have their directory here. So now this vim tech user is having access only within vim tech folder. It is not having all the permissions for the other files and folders present in the system. Okay, so that we can explicitly give. If we want, we can explicitly give for some folder, or if we want that that user should be equal to root user. So explicitly those things can be given. But by default, these are regular users. They don't have those privileges. And and basically whatever servers we take for our website hosting, so there also we get this kind of user, and in this kind of user we just get access to some folders and some functionality. That much only we can do. We cannot access the root directory, or we cannot access the root level, admin level folders. We don't have that access when we take the shared hosting especially. But when we take a server, completely dedicated server, if we take, then yes, we get everything, like the whole control is in our hand. Now going back cd dot dot, and then we have one directory as opt, cd opt. Inside that you can see only one folder is there, rh. So opt is mostly used to, let's say you are trying out installing some software and you download its package. So normally the practice is that that particular package is extracted and used inside OPT. So that's a practice. It is not compulsory that you should keep things at OPT, but that is normally a practice like people do. So some package you want to install, so first you download that package and extract it into OPT and then configure it. So that is how it is used normally. Next, if you see, we have root directory. So cd dot dot, we have cd root. So this is a root user. So if you see, like all the users, they actually get a directory inside home, but root user get outside home, because this is the super user, this is the administrator. Therefore, its directory is outside or at the level of home itself. So the home as well is under root. Like home is also in the control of root only. It is like that. So root, if you see ls, then you will see like all the things of root user, desktop, documents. Like normally one user is having all these directories. Music in Windows also, you see that downloads, music, picture, public, templates. So all these things are present in Windows as well. Then another important, I said USR and where, they are also important. So like mostly we actually do install most of the things. So we select USR. So if we go into cd USR, now basically I am inside root, so I'll have to go back and then cd USR. So inside this, uh, we actually go into a folder called as user lib. So whatever softwares we install here, we get the jars. The jars are libraries, so their jars we get here. So let's say if we choose Java and see that, so it's nothing inside it. So in case of maybe Python, so these are default installations, so they might have something or may not be having, but let's check. Python 2.7, so some side packages written, so under that, okay, something must be there. So some information is there, but mostly here you will find jars. So once we will start doing the installations, we will see that those jar files. Then going back and okay, one more step. So we have where. So cd where. Inside where, the mostly most usable thing we have as of now will be log, this folder. So inside log, we will we will get lot many folders installed, and their logs will get generated here. So this is like general architecture. So whatever software is there, so their logs will come here. It is like this. So here also we can see some boot.log is there. So I'll just try to open that file, display some content, tail hyphen 100 boot.log. So you can see that this is a log of boot process. So at the time the system was getting started, so we are able to identify that it is starting lot of services, starting authorization manager, modem manager, authorization manager. So at boot time it needs to start all these processes. So that is what is being entered. So log is basically data which is entered from some software activity. So if it is related to software A, so there will be a log for software A, that is a.log, and it will have almost all the entries into that log file, whatever is being done with the software. And that is important, because if something happens, then we can read the log files and we can understand that why has it happened. Okay, so log analysis is one of important part. Fine, so let's go to cd slash dot dot slash dot dot. So because I have come into where and then log, so therefore I'm writing two times. Cd slash dot dot will take me to the one up level, and again dash dash will take me to the second upper level. So again I have come to the slash, that is the root, the topmost directory. Okay, now let us get into the desktop. So cd root and desktop. Remember that desktop downloads, they have D as capital. Now here I do ls, nothing is present here. Let us try to create a file. The simplest way to create a file is gedit. Gedit is like a notepad. So here we are creating data.txt txt. So one txt file I'm creating with the help of gedit. So it gives me a pop-up and a notepad kind of window is visible now. So here I can write anything. So this particular data has been saved into this. So it says close without saving, save. So save. Okay, so it saved it and I closed it after saving. So now that data.txt has been created on desktop. Again, I will do ls, so you are able to see that data.txt is present inside the desktop. Okay, now if you just want to see the content, so you can type cat and data.txt. So it will display the content. Cat command is to display the content inside a file. So it is able to display. So this is how one simple way creating a file. Another way, which is a basically only shell based, it doesn't come up with a pop-up like notepad like pop-up. So it will just be a on the terminal itself, you will be able to open the file, write something, and close the file. So that is VI or VIM. Both are same. So now I will create one file with the help of VI. Command is like gedit only. So VI, let's say we have file.txt. So file.txt is there. This is my another file. I'll write this as my another file. So as soon as that file was open, the first thing I have to do is I have to press I. So I have to press, okay, to get into insert mode. So if I want to get inside the insert mode, I will have to press I. Okay, so I will get into insert mode and then I can write anything. And after that, I have to press escape and shift colon. So if you see, I have pressed escape and I left escape, then I pressed shift plus colon. So you can see the colon has come at the end. And here I can give a command W for saving, that is writing or saving, and Q for quit, enter. So new file was created, file.txt, and inside that I have written some line, and with the command escape shift colon WQ, I was able to close that particular file. W will save the data and Q will quit, close that particular file. So this is how I was able to create and write
And the
data.
I
And
have to press at the starting, right, for inserting the word.
yes, please come again, I couldn't hear.
The I, it should be pressed at the starting at the
Yes, at the
before.
beginning it should be pressed. For example, now again if I will type vi file.txt and enter, so here it is not in insert mode. So if you can see at the end also it is written file.txt. So it is written file.txt L4 line 4 60 characters. This is how it is written. Now if I will press I, you see that it is changed to insert mode. So as soon as I press I, it comes to the insert mode, and now I can basically insert data. Okay, fine. So and then escape has to be pressed. After escape, shift plus colon and then WQ, enter. So this is how it can be saved. So VI should be known. Now VIM is also same thing. The only difference is VIM will display the data in the form of let's say some keywords are there. So keywords will have some color. Okay, so now we will create one file. Let's say we create a file where we can have uh, understanding. So let's say I create a file run.sh. So I'm creating a file and I have given the extension as .sh. I have given because like this particular uh, CentOS is very new, so I'm not very sure whether Java and everything is installed. So we'll check that also. So run.sh I have created and I have pressed, and now if I want to run some script, so I will write sh, or I can write sudo and sudo service let's say mysql t start. So now if you see that as soon as I have written start, so you see the color of the start, it has changed. That's a keyword. Okay, so this is what this particular vim editor gives us.
So why that SS1?
Yes, please come again. Why sh I have written? Because sh stands for shell script. So if we want to write some script in linux, so the extension needs to be given as .sh. So therefore I had written sh, because if I will write sh, so this system will understand that I am writing some commands. Now I will create another file as apple apple.java. So now here if I will write, let's say, class, so you see that the color has been becoming green, because it identifies java. Okay, java must be pre-installed in this machine. So class apple, and then whatever I will start keep on writing, it will basically, like you see, so it is highlighting also that the end brace and the opening brace. Okay, so this facility actually we get, or let's say public static void main. So for everything it is counting as keyword, and it is giving it some color this way. Okay, so this is the benefit. And a so this is the benefit, like we get some colors for particular keywords which are already there in the system. Okay, so VI and VIM are same, like they are not different. The only difference is that VIM gives us, you can say, a better human readable format by putting the text into different colors based upon their type. Okay, so now this is about the gedit and VIM editor. After this, we should know about that now so many files are created here. If you want to create a directory or a folder, you can write mkdir and the directory name. So I'm giving directory name as sample. So my directory sample is created here. Now if I want to get into sample, I can simply do cd sample. Now I am inside sample. I can check by typing pwd. So it will show me that I am inside sample. Now I will go back cd dot dot, and now I am on desktop. From here I want to transfer some file into sample. So I can do it like, I can do cp. Okay, let's say I want to copy apple.java. So I'll do cp apple.java, and then I'll write sample. So you can see the format. The format is I'm writing cp, that is copy, then the source I'm writing, like from where to copy, and then I'm writing sample, that is the destination, so where to write. So now I'll press enter, ls. So the apple.java is still there, but now let's go to cd sample and let's do ls. Apple.java is here also. So cp is the command to copy data from one place to another place. So cp, after that first place and second place. So these two things are compulsory for copying something. Now similar way, if you don't want to copy, if you want to move something, so I'm going back cd dot dot. So if you want to move something, let's say file.txt, you don't want on this folder, you want it to be inside sample. So that time you can use mv file.txt and sample. So again mv is the command, file.txt is the actual uh, source, and sample is destination. So now let's go to cd sample and ls. So it has got file.txt. If I go back cd dot dot, it has no CSV now inside desktop. There is no CSV. So this is how basically you can move something from one place to another place. Now another part is, after this, the same command, the same move command can also be used for renaming some file. Okay, so in Linux, the rename and the move is done by mv command itself. So now let's say I want to rename the data.txt to, let's say I will rename it to bigdata.csv .txt. So I will do mv and data.txt. I'll just name it as big data data.txt. So it will change the name. Now if you see that data.txt is gone and we have bigdata.txt. So this is how MV basically functions in two different ways, two different manners. Okay. Now if you want to delete some file, you can simply use rm. So rm has got different types or parameters. So rm is simplest, and you can write bigdata.txt, enter. It will ask you, okay, so you'll have to say yes, okay, y or yes, then it has deleted. But if you will write something like this, rm hyphen f and then run.sh, so it did not ask anything. So f means forcefully. So f here means forcefully. So we want to remove run.sh forcefully. So it will get deleted. Okay. So if you want to delete anything, you can use rm, or else if you are sure that you can delete it, there will be no problem. Then you can use rm hyphen f. So it will forcefully delete that particular file or directory. Okay. Now the next thing is the installation part. So I'll move on to the installation now, and wherever required, we'll keep on coming back to the Linux part, because that also will be required. Fine. So in Hadoop, if you see, okay. So Hadoop installations, they can be done in multiple ways, and now two ways I'll explain. This is multi-node. Let me just open the single node first. Okay. So we can have one installation as downloading a package, downloading a tarball. So we can have tarball downloaded, and that tarball can be extracted and installed. Another installation is yum based. So let me write it down here. So one installation is with tar, or we can say tarball. Another is yum install. Okay, two ways. It is not only about Hadoop. Understand it in generic manner. Like, it is not that only Hadoop you can install by tarball and yum. No. In Linux, whatever you want to install, you can install with the help of a tarball. So most of the softwares, they come as a tar.gz file. Here also, if I basically type Hadoop download, so this will basically take me to the downloads page of Apache Software Foundation. And here, if I click on binary, then basically you can see Hadoop 3.1.2 tar.gz. Okay, so these tar files are actually available. Tar files are present. Fine. So,
Yum based will to terminal, right?
sorry. Yeah, yum is basically terminal based. Yes. So that is one method that we get the tarball, and nothing more we need to do. Like just the tarball is downloaded. We should know the configuration, that how that configuration needs to take place for that particular software. So that is what we actually need to know. And second is yum installation. So for yum installation, inside our CentOS, if we will go into slash etc, then inside that slash yum.repos.d, here you will find lot of repo files are present. CentOS base.repo, CentOS cr.repo, CentOS debuginfo.repo. So these many different files are present. And if I cat is basically to display the content of a file. If I cat one of the such file, so we can see that it contains lot of URLs. So these URLs basically help CentOS to download and install any package. So whenever we want to install something with the help of yum command, so in that case, these files basically help us to identify that where in online servers to check for the files to be downloaded and installed. So this is what is done by the repo files. So yum installation will be done by with the help of repo files, which contains the base URL. In case some package is new or some package is not generic, not general, so in that case the default repo files present here will not be able to help. So these files won't help. We will have to explicitly create one file and write the base URLs into that file, and then it will work. So this is how it actually happens. Now we will just see one example of tarball, that how can we install Java with the help of a tarball. Let me go to the browser. So this is the browser opening now. So in this browser, I will make a search for JDK. JDK download. Now here we need to download JDK 8. So for now, simply you can download JDK 8 because Hadoop 2.x is most compatible with JDK 8. 8, 7, they are most compatible. 9, 10, they are not so compatible. So here for Linux 64, it is giving this one. So let us download.
What is that RPM? Not RPM.
Yes, so one is RPM, another is tar.gz. RPM is Red Hat Package Manager. That is one more way of installation. So that package can also be installed. It has got command like RPM hyphen IVH and then that package name. So it basically gets installed that way. So this tilde sign takes us to the home, and I'll try to download it with the help of wget. So I don't think so it will download. it has downloaded the page basically, so that is not required. That is not required. So from here only we'll have to download. It's taking quite high time. I'm not sure why. So let me go back, and after going back, we will have one option. The first option we'll select, and inside it we will go for JDK 8. So 11, 8. So this is 8. So 8 is one of the stable releases. Okay, now let us go down. So here the same list is visible again, and here I need to click on accept, and then I can download Linux 64 tar.gz. It asks for creating account and logging in. So if it is asking, then that will have to do that. Okay. Okay, so I don't remember the credentials of Oracle. So I already have downloaded. So what I will do is I will, so now you know that from where to download. So you can download from there. And for now, I will just take the downloaded copy of JDK from my downloads folder. Here I should get that. So okay, so most of the JDK I see here, they are Windows ones. So I will just take it from here. So I'll download from here itself. All right, so once you will download, here we can see the progress. Okay, so we will get that file here in downloads. So now only the file has been created. Okay, but still downloading. So once it is downloaded, this dot part file get removed, and only this full file will be remaining after that. So let it get downloaded. All right, fine. So once it will get downloaded, then basically we will keep that file, we will extract that, and we will keep it inside /usr local. So here we will have one folder, and that will be named as Java. So inside user local Java, we will have all the Java components. So this is the architecture, like, or the directory structure we will follow. So let me quickly check. Okay, it's a bit slow, I think. Fine. And along with that, so let it happen in some time. We have a file vi/etc profile. So this etc profile is like environment variables. We set in Windows the environment variables, so it is like that. So now inside this file, I'll have to write class path for Java. So at the end, I will have to write class path for the Java. Enter. So the class path would be export Java home is equal to /usr/local/ that's it. And then there would be one more line /path is equal to dollar path colon dollar Java home. Okay, and /bin should user local Java. Fine. So this we have to set. Here I can give hash for comment Java variables. Fine. Now escape shift colon WQ to exit. So VIM will just give it in colors. So that will look better for understanding. Okay, so we have given this. So let us quickly check if we have got that downloaded. So it seems that it is downloaded. Yes. So now let us just configure. This much part we have done. We just need to extract it now. So let me go to cd/tilde/downloads, and inside downloads I have this file. So I can do something like tar-xv tar-xvf and jdk, the whole name. Now if you see tar minus xvf, so that means you want to export, or you want to unzip that particular file. So it is opening it up. So these are all the files and folders inside Java. Okay, so now you see that we have JDK1. That folder is basically extracted. Let us go inside that JDK folder. So by CD, I went inside it, ls. Now you can see that these are the content inside it. Let me come out of it, cd dot dot. And now I will move this MV JDK folder, JDK 1 point, and I'll move this to /user local. And because move command is used for rename also, so I'll rename as Java, because JDK 1.8.0 underscore, that's a quite big name to get remember. So from downloads it is gone. Now cd/user/local, so it is here. Okay, the Java is here. Here is, you can see the Java is there, cd Java, and okay, normal files are there. Okay, so this is how Java is extracted. Now I just need to run source source/etc slash profiles. And it has identified some problem. So let us open vim slash etc profile.
Path has been set.
Sorry.
Path has been set.
Okay, do you find any error here?
So,
Okay, all right. So again, we will do source. Okay, it's not giving any error. So first time it has given some aborted. So now JPS you have to type, and JPS should give you this number, process ID, and JPS running. This means that Java is successfully installed and it is running. Okay, this means JPS running. Then you should check Java space version, and you should check Java C space version. So you can see that Java has got 1.7.0, Java C has 1.8.06. So here there is a difference which should not be there. So we know that we have installed JDK 8. So this Java C 1.8 is correct. This is older one. So we should actually have same numbers. So for that I will just check which Java. It tells user bin Java, and I'll check which Java C. It tells me user local Java bin Java C. So user
the
local is
path has
correct path. Yes. So what we can do is we can basically just rename that Java because it has come by default. So I will do mv and user bin Java 2. I'll just rename it user bin. Okay. So let's say Java underscore old. So I've renamed it to Java underscore old. Again, I will do source etc profile, and then I will try to check Java C. So it also says user local Java, and Java C also says the same thing. And if I would try to get the version also, so I'm sure they will give us correct version. Okay, so both the versions are same. So this is how we just learned that how with the help of a tarball we can install a package. So first that tarball needs to be downloaded. After that you need to put it into a folder. So we have put it into slash user slash local Java, and then once it is copied we have to do configuration of it. So configuration in this case only one liner was there. So we opened the etc profile. So etc profile file is environment file. Inside that I put the class path of the Java home,
etc
and
profile is for environment variable.
yes, it is one of the files which handle environment variables. One of the files. So there are many basically. So etc profile we are doing because it will make it global. Then whichever user you log in with, the Java will be available to them also. So therefore I'm using etc profile. Individual users also have their own environment files. So they will have uh, they will have access limited to themselves, and it is something like I'm installing software only for user A. The software cannot be used by user B. So that way also it can be that way also, but now Java I want for everyone, so I have installed this way the Java thing. Okay, so now coming back to this part. Okay, so these two documents, if you see, so this document tells us about the tar installation, because here you see we have, okay, so this is Cloudera installation, JDK is tar only, and this is Hadoop Yarn cluster setup. This is with tarball. So in Cloudera, what will happen? JDK we have installed the same way, the way I have done just now. And in Cloudera, we will have to create one repo file. You can see here that we will have to create one repo file. Okay, so we had seen inside the, here we have seen that inside /etc yum.repos.d. So inside this we have repo files. So we'll have to create one more repo file. Okay, so we can create Cloudera cds5 repo cl Cloudera cdh5 dot repo. So this file I have created, and I will put this into that file, this content. So this contains the base URL. Okay, and save it. Because Hadoop packages are not common. Common in sense like Java is very common. So that is included in the CentOS repo. But Hadoop is not that kind of thing. So we have to have a repo. For most of the things, we should have some repo. Okay. Now I can install Hadoop components one by one. So once I have this repo file, I can do installation. So before that, sudo yum clean all we have to do. So sudo yum. Okay, it says right. So now it is getting executed, and whenever you find something of this kind, you can open a new terminal, and in that you can write kill -9 and the process ID 3374. So if that process does not get closed, then you can just kill, and then your installation will get started. Okay, so it is cleaned. Cloudera repo has been put there. Now, one by one, I can install the Hadoop components. So see here, sudo yum install Hadoop yarn resource manager. So this is one component of Hadoop. So we can install it here. Now it is started to install. So this installation part will take some time because it will download, and uh, then basically the installation part is finished with
Why
it.
did you clean that?
Sorry,
Why did you clean it up? Like, you want to clean out?
because we had put one new file in the dot repo, that yum.repos.d. So because we had a new repo file, so therefore we had run this thing so that it can identify that new repo has been added. It is trying other mirror. So this basically is a time consuming task, sometimes depends on internet. Right, so this is how you will have to do for each of them, like this one, then this one, then this one. So each of them you will have to download. Okay, and after that there are certain configurations which you need to do inside the files after all above are downloaded. Yeah, so here you see like operation too slow, less than 1000 bytes per second. So internet connectivity, the downloading speed is not very good. That's why it's saying this way. Fine. So you will have to download all these till this place, and then some files are there which needs to be configured. So what I expect is that you create one CentOS. If not already created, you create a new one, and then basically install JDK. And as I told you that Java C and Java should have uh, same version of JDK. Okay, that you need to check, and then you can do the Hadoop thing from this Cloudera Hadoop yard machine. Okay, so this I will share with you on group. I'll share. So from here, basically, we can move ahead. So by now, it will take time. Like not for me. Your transaction was saved. Yes, so it is not completed. So I understand that it will take time to complete. So till just installation part, till here you can come and stop. Like I'll explain afterwards. Okay.
Like
So now,
property because
yes. So if you see here, add below property, so you can uh, wait like as soon as you come, or else you can do that part also. There is no problem. You can read and do that. There is no problem. Okay, so I will help you with that also. So this will get now installed. It will take time. Yes. So these you will find like etc. I told you, like inside Linux etc is one folder. Inside etc there will be another folder Hadoop. Inside that conf folder, inside conf you will have course_site.xml with some data. So that data can be removed. If there is no data, then directly you can write this code inside it. This particular script you can write. And similar way, other things, sdfsi.xml is there. Then okay, so if you want to go ahead, there is no problem. You can go ahead. Okay, because that nothing is going to harm the system.